his mom and get a job selling insurance. And guess what? He got fired for insubordination. Then he founded a boat company. Later he tried cashing in the boat system, but then he found out somebody else had a better deal than him. It wasn't until age 40, what I said, age what? That he began selling his chicken service and his dishes at stations. And he began to advertise his food. And an argument with a competitor resulted in a deadly shootout. Following the war, which have him closing down his restaurant, he went around trying to franchise his restaurant, and he was rejected 1,009 times before anyone ever accepted his chicken recipe. How many times? How many times? 1,009 times he was rejected. And today, KFC is one of the biggest franchises we have that we can't get enough of. Who would have thought if he had quit at 1,000, if he had quit at 1, if he had quit trying after being rejected after 2 times, we wouldn't know what KFC is like today. But he pursued. When he lost his father, some persons are living in single parent households. Some persons don't have their parents. Some of you are raising yourselves. And you're feeling the hardship, but he had siblings to look after. Some persons are going through hardship. You are depressed, you are oppressed, you are sad. You're wondering if you can't catch a break. But he kept going into fights. He had issues with his personality, but something was pushing him beyond his personality. Something was pushing him beyond his limitations, and that was his passion. And I want passion to drive some of us out of our comfort zone. Parents, I'm speaking to you too. It's not too late. Your future, it does not reside only in the children that you are here to celebrate today. Some of you have some unlimited, you are packed with potential, and I refuse to say go to the grave with it. I am asking you, look on the inside. Look on the inside. I applaud you for coming here today. I applaud you for taking the time out. I applaud you for representing. You are on a path to excellence, and you're going to have to close your ears sometime. You're going to have to lock down the noise. You're going to have to ignore some people. But you have to be determined. As I said in the 4 P's, pray, pursue, persuade, and prevail. At the end of it all, you only have God to answer to with what you have done, with what he has given you. The scripture said time and chance happen to everyone. All of us have the same 24 hours. All of us have the same opportunity. Some persons just make more of their time, while some were sleeping, some were up with the books, while some were sleeping, some were walking. So I'm encouraging you this morning. Let us look again in ourselves. I always heard Les Brown says, live full, die empty. Go hard. Go hard. Turn to your friend beside you and say, go hard. Parents, turn to your friend beside you and say, go hard. Teachers, say to your friend beside you, go hard. There is so much in you, I feel like I just want to walk up and down a little. We're not in church. But there's something in us that says stop accepting mediocrity. Stop quitting on yourself. Stop telling yourself this is all you can do. Ask yourself, what is it you have in your hands? Some of you have a phone, you can do a business. Some of you have a beautiful talking voice. You can't even sing, but you can speak well. Some of you have a good move. Some of you have creative ideas. Even the person putting up these years looking at the decoration, and I said this was genius. Just the use of people. And I think that's a cover, a bottle cover. And I said that's genius, that's creativity. So as I close with you today, I want when you're finished, when you have done your introspection, when you have identified your purpose for why you're here, And then when you have realized your true potential, and when you continually being driven by passion, and you override the pain, that just like CVM, you will say, you have been looking in, and you have been looking out, and you are looking even better. God bless you.
Go hard. That is one thing I'm going to be taking from that speech just now. And from now on, anytime you see Mr. Pinnock, I'll go hard. You will be properly thanked later on in the program. The vote of thanks will be done later. But I can tell you, as the program continues, we're going to go hard. There's one person, and I'm going to be taking 40 seconds or less to just highlight an individual who is not on this program to say anything today. And sometimes when things don't go so right in a household, you look at a child and you say, hey, what is happening in that household? Who is the father? Who is the visionary? It goes the same way for the institutions. And there is one person here who is one of the main catalysts behind these students, these awardees to my left today. The longest serving principal, a transformational leader, the big man, Dr. Austin Wright. Big him up. Since he has gotten here hard, and let me tell you this, confession time. When he arrived here, I had an adversary relationship with Dr. Wright. Let me go public and say this now. Because he, as a visionary, had certain ideas, and I would always, when he comes up with his innovations, I would be one of them mumbling in the background, not for anybody to hear. Man, invest in a fence, put up camera, all of these things. And I lived to apologize. He wouldn't have heard those things, but I lived to apologize to him after I went on to higher education. And in 2017, when I started my master's, a program called Educational Leadership, I realized the purpose for all of these things. I did not realize, sir, that when you were erecting those fences, I felt a little bit safer here. I can park my big machine at the front there and I don't have to worry. Yeah, man, it's a big machine, like the students tell you. The upliftment of the school, when you walk into a household and that place, it gives you a sense of esteem. So you develop a sense of pride. You can say, yes, I am a student at the Jose Marti Technical High School. I don't call it Jose Marti Technical High School anymore now. Even when I write, I say the Jose Marti Technical High School. I have been a teacher here for 15 years at the Jose Marti Technical High School. And I am proud to say that I have been under the stewardship of one of the most transformational leaders, one of the most effective leaders, the Reverend Dr. Austin Wright. Big up yourself, big man. Y'all go hard. Y'all go hard. All right, so we have some more entertainment for you. We're going to be inviting the Jose Marti School Choir to come up once more, one more time to come and entertain us. Where are you? It's the school, it's the band. Oh, the band is going to do something, and then we're going to go into the meat of the... Is which one? I'm not confused me. But I'm not go hard, you know. Alright, so it's a choir that will be coming up to grace our ears once more. And afterwards, we're going to be going into the meat of the matter. We are going to be highlighting our special awardees. Here they are making their way. And I guarantee you it will be worth the wait. Let them feel welcome. And I guarantee you it will be worth the wait.
If a child lives with security, he learns to live with faith. If a child lives with approval, he learns to like himself. If a child lives with acceptance and friendship, he learns to find love in the world. Children live what they learn. He learns to condemn. If a child lives with hostility, he learns to fight. If a child lives with ridicule, he learns to be shy. If a child lives with shame, he learns to feel guilty.
Child lives with tolerance, they learn to be patient. If a child lives with encouragement, they learn confidence. If a child lives with praise, they learn to appreciate. If a child lives with fairness, they learn justice.
child lives in security,
he learns to live in faith.
If
A child with approval, he learns to like himself. If a child learns acceptance
and friendship,
he learns to find love
in the world, children live
what they learn.
Children live what they learn. They learn what they live. That is a very good message for our parents out there, because sometimes when it gets really difficult, we tend to forget ourselves. But the love that we have for our children is what most times restrains us. And more often than not, the effective parent will do the appropriate thing. All right, so now, as I promised you, we're going into the meat of the matter, the whole purpose of why we are here. And at this time, I'm going to be inviting Miss Bonner to do the presentation to the awardees of the grade 7s who are now grade 8. And I'm going to be inviting our past vice principal, Miss Hazel Hodelding Leng, to come and give the awards.